Heidi Ho campers, how you doing? This is Sharon with UCDI. This is day 29, Saturday. We're going to get this in really quick as we are lunching and learning, really just doing the reset, and we only have one more day after this. Um, Today, I'm going to talk about the orphan mentality versus the spirit of adoption. And I'm going to talk about it as it relates to relationships and opportunities. I think I put opportunitively, which is a made up word, in the description. But we have cut out some things. We've looked at some different things. This has been a taxing month to say the least, but it's been still a month of growth, and it's been a great month. I'm glad I'm here for it. And so, with it being the month that it is, it's kind of typically by the end of the reset, I'm a lot calmer. And that's just because I've cleared so many things off my plate and I have like a more streamlined focus. But I am a little bit calmer. And as I was speaking with some individuals yesterday, one of them was checking on me like, "Hey, are you okay because you're calm?" I'm great. God is good. I'm great. I love the Lord. He loves me. Life is good. Even in the midst of COVID with challenges, still life is good. And each day is sweeter. Any day you wake up, you get an opportunity to have something even better come your way. And that's why I wanted to talk about perspective today, because perspective is amazing. It does actively influence what we're going through, how we look at something. It influences our approach to something. Whatever our thoughts and beliefs are about something will dictate how we feel about it. And our perspective is our thoughts and our beliefs. It's our philosophies. It's our worldviews. It's what we hold. And whatever belief system we hold to determines how we feel about certain things. If we feel like a certain group of individuals are always like this, then that determines how we feel about that group of individuals because of what we think about them. And those feelings will dictate our actions, whether we will be dismissive or whether we will be like, "Hey, let's give them the benefit of the doubt." How we feel about something determines whether we assume best intentions or worst intentions, and whether we justify it because this is how we felt about it. Feelings actually have that much influence. And then whatever actions come out of that, we're going to get results based on what we thought at the very beginning. If I think that all men are liars or all men are no good, then I'm going to feel like men are wasting my time or they're out to get me. And so that's going to determine my actions, which may be suspect, guarded. I may not want to interact with them, definitely may not want to go out with them or anything like that. And so my results are going to support what I already felt in the meantime. And that's why you have to get around new individuals. You have to get in new rooms. You have to learn new things. If you feel like your money is safer in your pocket, you believe your money is safer in your pocket, then you're not going to feel very confident about giving it to a financial planner to do something. And so you're not going to give it to that financial planner. And so your money will stay exactly where it is in your pocket, which sounds good if your pocket is the only place that can hold your money. But as you begin to get more money, or you begin to learn to leverage different things, you know that you have to go with what financial planners say sometime so that you can get a different set of results. Maybe instead of just saving your money, you're able to double your money. Maybe instead of able to double your money, you're able to triple your money. Your money can be more than just one thing, but your perspective and how we look at things determines. Which brings me to the orphan mentality and the spirit of adoption. I was thinking about relationally, talking with different people. My life has seen a lot of come and a lot of go, y'all. I got some years in this thing. But relationally, talking to someone, and sometimes people can be so starved for something that they just grab and be like, "Well, this is what I got, and at least I got this," and they run off. And they just picture a whole loaf of fresh baked bread. It's a whole loaf. It smells good. It's warm. It's soft. You know what that warm bread do. You know what it's like. And it's sitting there. But because you've had to scrounge and had this orphan mentality like your whole life, like, "Oh, I gotta get it, gotta get it," you may just grab the end of the bread and just run off with a piece, and you feel like you've won. You're like, "Yeah, I got some bread. At least I got some bread." You know what? You do have some bread. But here's the thing, the whole loaf was yours the whole time. And when we come out of this orphan mentality and we're able to move over to the spirit of adoption, See, the orphan has to scrounge for everything. The orphan doesn't have somebody who's going to look out for him and cook for him. They're still and they're in the corners. It's the orphan, and the orphan has to figure it out all on its own. They don't have mentors. It's just like, I gotta get it. I gotta get it. It's only me. If I don't do it, no one to do it for me. Everything is just like, just it's no rest. It's no rest for the orphan. I subscribe to biblical principles, and there's a rest. Christ died to allow us to be able to enter into a rest. There's a rest we can enter into. It doesn't make you exempt from the challenges of the world, but it means there's a place that you can be held and you can operate from that has rest and peace and love and security and balance. And that is over with the spirit of adoption. With the spirit of adoption, like, you recognize that you are wanted, that you are a valued asset to it, like someone wants you. Adoption is a choice. Like, I want that one. That's how adoption works. Adoption is like, no, we want to do this. We're all in. It's not like you're still an orphan or even like a foster parent where if something doesn't go right, you can be sent back. And if your perspective stays orphan, then no matter what you encounter or what you interact with, you will bring that perspective and you will project that into that area, into that new system, into that new space. And so that's why it's very important. It's imperative that you're able to look at things from your perspective, but also to step outside and look at things objectively and ask myself, am I operating out of an orphan mentality, or am I coming from the spirit of adoption, of acceptance, of belonging? I wanted to share with you guys, I'm going to bring something up on the screen because, again, perspective is so important. Let me remove myself from the screen. Can be sabotaged because of the perspective. If you still have that orphan mentality, which is, I can't trust anyone, I'm in here all by myself, I'm all alone in this thing, then you'll export that and you'll project that. And because that's your thought and that's your belief, and that's how you feel, that I'm all alone, then your actions are going to reinforce that. And so then you can be mad at somebody because they're never there for you, right? But in reality, your perspective never allows them to be there for you. I'm gonna let that sit there because that's how powerful perspective is. And I can't think of anything sadder than you really believing no one's there for you when in actuality you and your perspective prevented many people who wanted to come alongside and help, show support, uh, lift you up. They wanted to do those things and they were denied that opportunity because that orphan mentality cuts off things that are designed to help you. And so if you have a perspective like that where you're just like, well, at least I got this, at least I got this, okay. But what you focus on, you gravitate towards. And if you're focusing on the least, you will always have the least. And I believe God died to give us the more. He died so that we could experience the more, so that we could be stewards of the more and share the more, ration the more out even to other people, as far as being a good steward. But what you focus on, you gravitate towards. So I hope that next time you see a big loaf of warm bread, just so good, it's going to be so good. You're not like, well, let me snatch the crumbs or let me scratch the piece off the bottom and run with it. You recognize that that's your whole loaf. You can eat it yourself. You can divvy it up. You can spread some butter on it. It's your whole loaf. And that's it with relationships, and that's it with opportunities as well. Don't be like, well, at least I got my $100 back, or at least I got my $1,000,000. Like, get the whole thing and then be a steward of the whole thing, appreciate the whole thing, navigate the whole thing, multiply the whole thing. That's part of God's principles too. Go forth and multiply. So, anyway, I'm done. It's day 29. You know what you've cut out. Your Tomorrow's the last day of this reset. I hope tomorrow is not the last day that you are doing the things you've done. I hope that you continue on the path, on the process of self growth, of personal growth, of cutting out things that need to be cut out and sowing into things that need to be sown into. And I hope that you help somebody. Be kind to someone, be nice to someone, not for wealth or fame, because it is a good thing to do. Help people identify the governors that are driving their lives, and then they can make an informed decision. Y'all be safe. God bless. Let me look and make sure I don't have any questions. It doesn't look like I have any questions under here at all. So, yeah, y'all be safe and God bless. Day 29, day 30 is tomorrow. I'll see if I can get Dee to show her face and do something on day 30. But I'm really proud of you guys, and continue to use your to-do list. When you get overwhelmed, just focus on your to-do list, as Teresa said, and you'll work your way right out of that. God bless.